Hey, Spider. You made it back, huh? Hold on, because I got to adjust my... Hold on. It's not sitting correctly like I want it to. Let's see if that's good. Yeah, that looks good. What were you doing, Spider, before you got on here? Why are you late? I didn't do it yet. I've been at work all day. I have to go shopping this weekend, but you're supposed to let me know what it's called or what it is. I don't even know what to shop for. You gotta tell me what it is, you know what I mean? You gotta tell me what it is. Remember I asked you to find out what it was? Get rice. I got rice already. I've got regular white rice and then I've got jasmine rice. I already have rice. Okay. What next? And pick one that you like. Bring it to the camera. Like the rice? I don't have the greens. What kind of greens? Like, what do you mean greens? That's probably where I'm confused at. I have rice. What kind of greens? You gotta tell me what kind of greens. You want me to get up? I'm supposed to be doing a reading, remember? I'll tell you what, let's talk about that after the reading. Let's go ahead and do this reading real quick, okay? Okay, we're gonna do a 3-card spread. Y'all, Spider is teaching me a recipe. That's what this is. So after the reading, I'm gonna have Spider go over the ingredients for the recipe. Okay, I'm trying to try something new, and Spider has an idea. All right, so we're gonna do a 3-card spread real quick before we turn in for the night. Can you tap that screen as you come in, you guys? Can I get big hearts in the chat, please? Big hearts in the chat. Hey, Wild Fox. Hey, what is that? The tick? Okay. Hey, y'all. Can I get big hearts in the chat, please? Big hearts in the chat. Can I get some heart emojis, please? Show some love, y'all, to the community here. We are here. Okay, Spider gonna get all y'all. Spider needs y'all to subscribe. I do, if you would, please. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Thank you so much. Big hearts in the chat. Need some heart emojis, everybody. Tap that screen for your girl. Can we get you guys to tap that screen for me? Hey, how y'all doing? Thank you, guys. Can we get some heart emojis in the chat, please? Ooh, this is going to be interesting. Can we get some heart emojis? Tap that screen for me. Okay, who is that? Moss fan? Okay, that's what I'm talking about. Let's get some hearts in here, you guys. Let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's get them heart emojis. Okay, Spider with the blue ones. Look at Moss fan. Okay, y'all, make it do what it do. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Let's get them hearts in that chat. Tap that screen. Let's go. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. Let's do it. Yeah. Okay. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. How do I get the crown like the #1 friend? I don't know. I'm not doing that, darling. I don't know, Spider. That's a good question. Anybody know the answer to that? Oh, where'd they go? See how they do me? They come, they go. It is okay. Like I said, they do come back. Because when I look at my stats later, I see that they watched later. Because sometimes people don't have time to watch, and I get that. I don't know who's that. I guess that's YouTube doing that for the #1 with the crown. I'm not doing anything. You see my hands is on these cards. Mm-hmm. Is that what it says? Okay. You do play watch for 10 minutes or more, at least. You do. Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh. Hey, Moss fan. That Moss, yeah, Moss fan. Okay, I'm gonna put my glasses on. I can't see. Woo. Big hearts in the chat. Let's go. Let's see them hearts in the chat. Let me get them heart emojis. Let's get them. Let's get it popping in here. So they will be back. I'm not really worried about it at all. Thank you, Moss fan. Awesome. Thank you for joining. Coming to see about us tonight. Okay. See, the people that watch my videos, they peekaboo me. They come in and they leave. They come in and they leave. And then they keep coming back. It's okay. I see y'all. It is okay. I love y'all. You ain't got to peekaboo. Stick around. Stick around. All right. So the cards that I have that are on the board, supposed to be the 3-card spread, but 2 extra cards fell out, so we're going to go with it. First card is message in the upright, okay? Second card is conflict in the upright, okay? Third card is balance in the upright, okay? Tap that screen for your girl. Like, share, and subscribe. Fourth card is change in the upright. Fifth card is harvest in the upright. Y'all getting a 2-for-1 tonight. I'm tired, but I'm going to do this for y'all because I love y'all, okay? Let's go. So for the message card, what I'm getting here is somebody's getting ready to view, or somebody else is getting ready to receive an unexpected message or some type of unexpected news that's coming in, some type of communication that's coming to you. It could be your ex that's trying to reconcile with you, is what I heard. I don't know if you want to reconcile with your ex or not, but somebody's about to reach out to you, and it could be your ex. Could be something that you've been waiting on. There's some people that may want to hear from their exes because they do want to get back with their exes, and some of y'all don't, okay? But it's going to be unexpected when it comes in. The messages could be, it's saying messages like it's a text message. They may call some type of form of communication is coming in, okay? Next card is conflict. The conflict card says there's going to be some type of physical or emotional struggle, some type of disagreement, some type of confrontation or competition. In this regard, when I get this vibe, this is a negative vibe that I'm feeling when it comes to conflict. This is a disagreement between a couple of people, two people or more people. You or somebody else is having some type of conflict, okay? And this may be the message that you receive may have something to do with that. So I don't know if this is going to be a love message or it's going to be a hate message or whatever they come in, but it's going to be unexpected. But reconciliation is on the card. So somebody may be frustrated with you right now because y'all are not on good terms or what have you. You may have broken up recently with this person, or it may not have been that recent. But you guys are at odds with one another right now. Okay? And there's some type of emotional push and pull that's going on. Okay? Some type of disagreement. Okay? My name is Vinay from India. Hi, Vinay. You guys are, I'm glad you came. I'm so glad you came, okay? So with this issue so far, with these two cards that I have here, somebody is going to receive an unexpected message. Spider said hi, y'all. Say hi to Spider. Some unexpected news or some type of unexpected communication. Somebody is wanting to reconnect with you, or some type of reconciliation, but you guys are having some conflict right now, some type of disagreement, some type of confrontation may be coming up in the very near future. And then there may be some competition, so there may be a third party that is trying to get in between you and this person, okay? Third card is the balance card that's in the reverse, okay? I did show this card before. So things are not balanced right now. I don't know what's causing the imbalance. It could be because you two are not communicating, are not on the same page when it comes to communication and how you guys relate to one another within this connection that you guys have. Y'all are at odds, so there's not no balance right now with y'all. The relationship is not stable, okay? You guys are disagreeing. You don't see things the same way. There's been something that happened. It could be this competition that's in the way that may have changed things, okay? Somebody's perspective has changed on what the connection actually is, or what it really means, or how stable it really is because of this other person, this third party, okay? And there's not a lot of effort right now between the two of you guys. You're not putting in effort. Somebody isn't putting in the effort like they used to since this third party got in the mix, okay? Fourth card is that change card that I showed y'all that is upright. You see that butterfly on there? You know what a butterfly was before it became a butterfly? It was a caterpillar. So it went through some type of change, okay? Tap that screen for me, you guys. So there was some type of transformation, some type of shifting from one state to another. So the relationship could be morphing into something different right now because of this third party, this competition. Somebody is competing for one person or the other person that's within this connection, and it is changing things. It's changing the dynamic of this relationship to a point to where it's not the way it used to be between you two, okay? So this is some type of transformation. I don't know if it's necessarily a good transformation at this time. When there's competition and a third party, normally it's not a good thing. If somebody is stepping in and butting in somebody's other relationship that has nothing to do with them, so they in essence are an interference, okay? That's exactly what this is. And then the last card is the harvest card that came out in the upright. Okay, with this card coming out, you're supposed to be reaping the results of being in a wonderful relationship. So obviously, whoever these two people are have put in time together. In this relationship, they have time in, okay? And they've been investing into this relationship. Both of them have been. They're supposed to be reaping the results of this time that they put in, and they worked on this relationship. They should be seeing some good things that's supposed to be growing from this relationship after all this time invested. You know what I'm saying? And all the efforts and the emotions and the things that they have went through together, and they have built this supposed to be solid relationship, and now you got this third party that's in the way, okay? Okay? This is what's happening right now. Somebody is competing for somebody, and I don't know which one the third party is after in the relationship. So you take it as it resonates. It may not be for you guys. So I got two cards that fell off a message. Let's see what that is. Three. Wow. First card is going to be what is this? The Two of Cups in the reverse. You go right there. So with the Two of Cups in the reverse, what we have is contradictions. So somebody, whoever this third party is, they are trying to create some conflict. They're the ones that's bringing the conflict. Okay, this is causing someone to doubt the other person in the relationship. Okay. Vinay, I don't take questions at this time, darling. I'm not doing questions. I'm getting ready to open that up soon, but not yet. Okay, I see you. I'm not ignoring you. I'm just now seeing that. Okay. Um. So with this Two of Cups in the reverse, this is arguments that's happening right now. This is contradictions. This is he say, she say. This is an introduction of a bunch of chaotic type of energy into this relationship. Okay. It has caused these two people to be separated. They are still in communication, but it's not good communication right now. They're not in an actual relationship. There's a lot of confusion that's been sown into this relationship because of this other person. And somebody is not getting the love that they used to get from this person the way they used to get it from them. It's been strained. And so somebody has decided to kind of separate from this person at this point. The messages, this is clarifying for the messages card. So the messages that are going back and forth is somebody wants to reconcile with the person that pulled away, because the person that pulled away is feeling like this other person has come between them and their partner, and they're getting a lot of, I would say, half truths or lies from this person about what's really going on and who is this person. And so they've been there's a lot of contradictions there, disharmony, arguments, and refusal of bringing clarity to the situation. So they have pulled back, and the other person that is not clearing things up feels like it's they're trying to reconcile with this person. Okay, that's what's happening. The second card that I got is going to be the Seven of Swords in the reverse. Okay. Seven of Swords in reverse. Yes, Spider, I am. That's why this is the last one. Okay. So the Seven of Swords in the reverse is an apology. Okay. This is an apology. This is an apology. This person is wanting to apologize. So if they're wanting to apologize, that means that they did something they shouldn't have been doing. So this third party obviously is coming after this one person. This is who they want, and they have stepped in and caused a wedge between these two people. And apparently, whoever this other person is that's engaging with this third party, obviously is giving that person attention and showing some interest, which is why their partner pulled away. Okay. And so this person is wanting to apologize, which is why they're messaging. Okay. They're sending messages. That's what's happening. They're trying to communicate with them. They're calling, they're texting, they're trying to get to them any type of way to give them some type of apology. Okay. That's what they're trying to do at this time with the Seven of Swords in reverse. Okay. The constructive criticism is on this card. Okay. And this person has been dishonest, and they don't like their partner telling them about how they have been probably hiding things from them about this third party. So they don't accept constructive criticism of their behavior. Okay. They're not like that. You know what I'm saying? What's this third card? It's the Queen of Swords in the reverse. Okay. Queen of Swords in reverse, to clarify, the messages card is misinformation. So the partner that feels like this third party that has come in between everybody is getting the wrong information from their partner, the one that they pulled away from. Okay? They're getting a lot of he say, she say stuff. They may be hearing things on the street from other people that may have seen their person with the third party or whatever it is. So they're not really getting a lot of information. And this third party is mocking them, is making fun of them because they have their partner's attention. Okay? That's what it is. They're making fun of them, making fun of that partner because they have managed to get in between them. And that is what's happening here. So they're talking a lot of, you know what, SHIT. That's what it is. So there's a lot of bullying going on. It almost feels like this third party is trying to make this person feel bad or small or like, they're winning over this person in some sort of way, you know. So it could be a way of them doing that, could be on social media talking about them because they got their partner's attention. They managed to break these people up, or they managed to, you know, get in the middle and cause problems. Okay. But also in the same way, this person that's giving the third party attention, this person is they're not really trying to clear things up, you know, because we can't really blame it on the third party, even though that third party managed to get in the middle. But if this partner would not have paid any attention to the third party, this would have never happened. So this person stepped outside of their relationship, giving somebody else attention, regardless of if there was a problem or not. You know what I'm saying? So we can't just say, well, the third party is interfering. Well, the third party wouldn't get a chance to interfere if that person didn't give them an opening. You understand what I'm saying? They did not protect the relationship because this is what something they wanted to do. Okay. So they're not trying to clear up anything. They're probably calling their partner crazy for saying stuff like that. But see, this partner has seen enough to know that it's true. You understand what I'm saying? They've seen enough. You know what I'm saying? And their partner wants them to have blind faith and believe everything they say and not what they see, not what they're doing. Just well, you gonna take their word over mine because obviously it's gossip around this. Okay. So this partner feels like they've been betrayed, okay? Because they're seeing now it wasn't just somebody just, you know, randomly coming and seeing them and interfering. Their partner entertained that person, okay? And so they're feeling betrayed, okay? I'm gonna be all right, Spider. I'm almost done. It ain't gonna be that. I promise you, I'm going right to bed. You understand? After this. Okay? So their partner is using emotional blackmail to try to get them to come back to them. These are probably things that they've used before on this person. You know what I'm saying? That they weren't aware of, that they didn't see. But now that they're separated from this person, they probably understand how this person moves now and see it in the way they should see it as like, it's like emotional abuse. It's like blackmail. It's like, what's the word I want to use? To persuade them to not have a problem with them, to kind of like die down the conflict between the two of them. This is probably something they used to do when they was in the relationship. And now that they're separated from this person, they're seeing this person for who they are, and that this is some of the tactics that they use on them. So now they can see it clearly because they're not with this person anymore. So this is emotional blackmail. This person is petty. They do things to irritate this person. So probably since the person, since they pulled back from their partner that's entertaining this third party, they're probably being petty by trying to showboat with this person, this third party, to try to get up under the partner's skin, the one that left them, that broke up with them. So they're probably, you know, in these days and times, they're probably on social media. That's probably one of the most visible ways to do things. If you don't come out your house and they know that you be on social media, certain sites and stuff, they might do things to probably, you know, like change their profile picture that they with somebody else because they know that, you know, you probably is watching them, okay? That's probably some of the things that they do, you know, so they'll change their profile picture to them out on a date with somebody, or they're out somewhere at a bar or some place to eat or whatever, and they casually scroll and they title the title, out having fun, first time in a long time, then they'll scroll around and it's the other person. You understand what I'm saying? They do stuff like that, you know, because they're hoping that you watching them. They're hoping that you see them because they're trying to be petty. That's what it is. Well, you know how to shut that down. You just ignore folks. You know, if y'all not together and you catch somebody and they cheating on you, you better not be stalking them. They're just giving them, adding fuel to the fire. You're going to hurt yourself. Don't do that. As a matter of fact, if y'all was connected on any social media, block them. That'll hurt them more than it'll hurt you because it'll let them know that you don't care. You can care less. I'm not watching you. I'm going to watch you for. I'm done with you. Let's really let them know you don't care. So what they doing is not going to matter. They're going to look stupid after a while doing a lot of petty stuff because you're not paying attention. Okay, so my other card that came out was the Ten of Wands, okay? Because what this person is doing, since they want to be petty and stuff, this Ten of Wands, if you look at this card really good, that person is carrying a lot of wands. That's a heavy burden, okay? So if you think that that person is over there having fun and it's better than being with you, that card says no. You see all the wands that they're carrying? That is a burden. They went over to burden. They went from you and thought they were going to do better, and this is what ended up happening. Now they're carrying all these burdens with this person because they found out this person is not who they thought they were. This person is a bag of tricks. This person, oh my God. They have to deal with this person. They finding out some things about this person, okay? So they're carrying a burden right now. They didn't know that this person was like that. They thought it was a lot better being over there with this person because at first they tried to get you to come back. And then when they saw you was standing your ground and you weren't going to come back, then they decided to be petty. And now that they being petty and trying to show other people that they with somebody else, this is better than who I was with so-and-so, with Ann or whatever. You know, this is, you know, I'm with who I'm supposed to be. This is my, you know, like they didn't came up and did something better, you know, than you or whatever you want to say and stuff. Nah, that's not what's happening. What's happening is that it took their butt over there with this person that they've been showing off all on social media, you know, out eating and talking about how life is so much better and this and that and the other and blah, 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 holding hands, all the affection and all the stuff that they would not give to you. You was virtually begging for that. And you got to a point where you said that's enough, and you left, and they got mad. They tried to get you to come back. They tried to use little tactics that they used on you before to get you to come back. They tried to mess with your mind. They try to have you to feel sorry for them. They try to tell you they're not doing well without you, and this and that and the other. You know, how could you do that to us type of thing? And you sitting back going, what you talking about, we? I didn't do nothing. That was you. That was all you. What you mean, we? How could I do what to us? What us? It ain't no us. It's you and her. It's you and him. It's you and the third party. When it should have been us, it wasn't. And I just found out and you mad. Now you're being petty, and I don't care. Now you over there with who you say is better than me, and look at you carrying all of that. Look at you burdened down. Look at you having problems. Oh, it's not what you thought, huh? That's too bad. Stay on over there. Stay on over there. You know, let me heal. Let me heal. Let me get myself together. I don't need you bouncing back and forth between me trying to confuse me. Stay over there. Let me get my thoughts about me. Let me get my balance, my equilibrium. I'm going to tell you something. This is how people work. When they know they hurt you, it throws you off. Your balance is off. Your equilibrium is off. Your mind is off. You're not thinking because first of all, you're wounded. So while you're wounded and you kind of don't know what to do because you're still reeling from the shock of this person playing you like that, this is when they come back. Okay? This is when they come back. And this is when they use manipulation to try to get you to come back to them because they know you're not balanced. They know you're in shock. They know that. This is a good time to strike. This is when you hold that line and you said, nah, let me be. Let me get myself together. The worst thing you want to do after somebody leave you is let them keep talking to you to convince you that you're making a big mistake because they left and you let go. They didn't expect that. So what they do is, this is an art that they use where they try to pull you back in as manipulation. So it's like, if you've ever been fishing, and I'm not a fisher, but I do know a little something about it. If you ever been fishing and you sitting on the dock, when you first cast that line, a lot of times if it's an active lake, pool, whatever, it's a lot of fish, you want whatever is on the reel to catch the attention of the fish. So you slowly reel it in and you reel it in and you pull it back and then you reel it in and reel it in and you pull it back. You're trying to get that, what's on there, the bait, to look like it's moving so the fish will follow it, right? This is how people do when they manipulate you, okay? This is how they do. They leave you. They'll love bomb you. They'll leave you. And then when you accept it, they'll do this. They'll throw something back out there at you. Because they're trying to get that lure. They're trying to lure you back in, get that lure to move in a certain way to make it look like it's something good. You missing something. Don't you want to chase this? And then when you don't, they get petty. Anything on conflict, please. I know it's not working. That's right, Delphine. You say it just isn't not ever again. LOL. I know that's right. I wish them well too, baby. That's what I said. Because what you think this is? Like, for real. What you think this is? Ain't nobody about to play with you. You want to go? Go. What you thought? They call it a late night call, and then they know you hurting and stuff, and you trying to heal. They don't want you to heal because they don't want you to get them out of your system. Because if you finally heal and you get them out of your system, then they don't have no more effect on you. Their tactics and the tricks don't work no more, and that's when you close the door permanently, and they don't want that. Okay. Hey, Stephen, thanks for coming. Welcome in. Can I get a card on conflict, please? Can I get something to clarify conflict? Spirit, ancestors, the Most High God. For the conflict card, we get the Two of Wands and the upright, okay? Y'all tap that screen if you're coming in and you haven't been here yet. Please tap that screen for me, please. Appreciate you. Two of Wands and the upright is clarifying the conflict card that's also in the upright. This is achievement and planning, ambition, travel, events in a partnership, growth, initiative, successful, negotiation, correct orientation. But this is not what's happening, because with the conflict card, this is a card of disagreements. This is a card of confrontation and competition. What it should be is achievement and planning. All that's on this Two of Wands card. That's what it should be in a partnership, okay? And that's not what was happening. So this is giving some insight as to what was happening within that relationship with you and your partner before this, or possibly why it was happening was because of the third party, okay? But y'all should have been like in partnership together, working together. Instead, this person was working against you behind your back. That's what this person was doing. Y'all wasn't achieving nothing. You wasn't planning nothing. You know what I'm saying? You couldn't even be ambitious about the relationship because you wasn't sure about the relationship. You didn't feel secure in the relationship because that person was moving funny. You had some suspicions. You knew something was going on, but you wasn't quite sure what it was. So you weren't banking on that relationship like you used to after they started moving funny. Okay? So once they started moving funny and you started having your suspicions and they wasn't willing to clear nothing up and they was telling you was crazy, you was seeing things, why you always got to start something? You're not even starting, you ask a question. You can't ask a question without them accusing you of starting some type of conflict. And it's not even that. They're the ones bringing the conflict because you're onto them. Okay? Y'all was supposed to be having these achievements. Y'all supposed to have been doing that. That's what it was. You were supposed to have some growth. Y'all was supposed to have some success. Things was not lining up. Not like on this card says what it was supposed to be. That's not what was happening. And at first, it probably was good at first. And they probably seemed like they was all in, you know what I mean? And they was all lovey-dovey, you know, giving you everything that you need. You was like, oh my God, this is wonderful. You know what I'm saying? We're doing well. We're making future plans, this and that and the other. Almost married that, yeah. Almost married him. And I know you sitting back going, I'm so glad I didn't. For those of you that didn't. But even if you was married and this started happening, you had every right to pull back. Okay? Even if you was engaged. I don't care if your names were on things together and you wasn't married. Okay? Okay? Because this should not have been happening. Because the integrity was lost the minute that their nose got wide open by some other person, some third person, this third party, whoever it was. Because they had a problem with protecting the relationship. They had a problem. They had a problem with that. But they didn't tell you that when they entered into the relationship with you. They gave you the impression that they were devoted and loyal and committed. And you believed it. Because they were so convincing. Then they put a little love on that too. Okay. So y'all wasn't having the achievements and the success that you were supposed to have been having. And at first it seemed like y'all was building and getting to that point, you know, where things was getting ready to go to the next level. or some type of leveling up in some type of way and then they start acting funny. That's when things start, because they started getting more serious. Okay, so here we are dealing with a runner. Okay, because it's somebody that male, female, masculine, feminine, whatever it is, it's energy. Put it where it fits. This person, once it got serious, started running. That's what they did. First thing they did was go look for somebody else that's not going to put that pressure on them, because they can't handle pressure. Second card that came out is the strength card in the upright, okay? If y'all see me looking this way, I have a screen over here as well. I'm sorry. So, yep. So first thing, here's the strength card, okay? This came out in the upright, and this is clarifying the conflict card. It says power, inner strength, action, patience, clever, steadiness, gentle force, high status, self-discipline, heroism, protection, courage, energy. All of that was in the reverse after a while, okay? Somebody gave you the impression that they was exactly what you was looking for, that they matched your energy, okay? That's what somebody did. They gave you the impression that they was on the up and up with you. They was telling you the truth. This is who I am. I want the same thing you want. It's amazing how we think alike. That's why I don't know why I heard that in my head. Did somebody say that? Great minds think alike. That's what I'm hearing. Okay? Somebody gave you the runaround. That's what they did. Exactly, Delphine. Somebody, and I'm gonna tell you something. This ain't got it has to do with this, and it doesn't. This is what some people do. Take this as a resonate. They will watch you. I said this in one of my last lives, and I'm gonna say it again. They will watch you from a distance, study you, figure out what you like, what you don't like, figure out how you roll, watch to see where your morals are, what you value, what you into, what you're not into. Watch your patterns. Figure out your thought process, okay? Before you even meet this person, you don't even know they're watching you, okay? They get information about you, they're asking about you, and it's not for the right reason. Other people might say, oh, you interested in her? Let me tell you about her. You interested in him, girl? Oh, dude be like, yeah, man, oh, girl, so-and-so and so-and-so, and they be so willing to tell your business. People just that think they know you. So now they feel like they got a good bead on you. You understand what I'm saying? They're like the FBI or something, sitting around snooping and figuring you out, okay? And once they feel like they got it, this is when they make their approach. All while you have no idea that this is going on, okay? You think you meet somebody for the first time and this person been watching you. This happens a lot. I'm not saying that's what's happening in this spread, okay? But this is what happens a lot. Especially in my neck of the woods, scam city. People be scamming. Okay? So with this person, they studied. They probably, I don't know if they did that in this reading or not, but this is what happens. Y'all were supposed to be having this wonderful relationship. Y'all have future plans, okay? Y'all agreed on a lot of things, okay? Y'all might have put some things in action. You might have actually been working on something. You might have been investing with this person, supposedly working on something, maybe a bigger house or a job or starting y'all own business. Y'all putting together something to that effect or whatever. Y'all presented as a united front to other people because that's what you thought it was. That's not what it was. Okay. Okay. Power, inner strength. The one word that sticks out to me on this strength card is self-discipline. This person lacked that. It was a deficit in self-discipline. This is why the third party was able to enter. Okay. This is why. They had no control over their nether regions. You understand what I'm saying? Nether regions. Sorry, y'all. I gotta look. It's two. I'm sorry. They had no control. They weren't trying to control that. That's been a problem for them. That was the biggest problem. Because why else would you be tempted and let somebody interfere with the relationship that you say you loved and you treasured with the partner you say that you love. As a matter of fact, these type of people will tell you they love you so much. You know how much I love you? Do you know how I feel about you? Make you feel like you got the best thing in the world. And it's all a tactic. It's all a tactic. That's all it is. It's called love bombing. You heard the phrase before? It's exactly what it is. They want to get you so caught up and so you so into them that that's all you think about and you believe everything that they say. No, that's not true. It's not true. Mm-hmm. Exactly. Another thing. Hey, Cheryl. Thank you for coming. Can I get a card on conflict, please? Spirit ancestors, the Most High God. I need one card on conflict. This is crazy though, because this is the person that will tell you crazy or you the one that's starting an argument when they try to trigger you. And then when you react, you the problem. And this is what they tell other people too. Heaven forbid you got cameras in the house and y'all both have access to it on your phones. I'm just telling you what I know. They will show the videos only of you. Or they're secretly recording you some kind of way. And then be like, see, this is what I'm telling you about you. She crazy, he crazy. I ain't even do nothing. Knowing that they was just picking with you about something. There's something that they know y'all done discussed that you said you don't like. And they will trigger you specifically in that area. For the conflict card, the third card to come out to clarify it is the Page of Swords in the upright, okay? So Page of Swords is coming out to clarify a conflict card. It says strong will, sharp intelligence, deep insight, persuasive communication, prudence, constructive arguments, finesse. Stop right there. Finesse. This person is a finesser. That's what this person is. This is a finesser. You hear me? This is the type of person that will have you on the defense and you don't even know what you're defending no more. This is that type of person. But this is also the type of person that after y'all get done arguing and he didn't trigger you or she didn't trigger you, that made you bad, you can win in the other room, you ready to get in the car, go take a drive or whatever it is. They will stop you from doing it. Come on back and just talk to me. Well, you ain't got to do all that and this and that. Come on, sit down and talk to me for a minute. Why are you so upset? Come here, baby. This your arm. You gotta be like that. Why you acting like that? You know I love you. You gotta be. Why you pulling away from me? Why you jerking? You don't have to do all that. Come on, it's me. I'm telling you what I know. I'm telling you what I know. It's what they do. Here come the love bombing, baby. It's what's about to happen. Because it's push and pull. It's push and pull. It's push and pull. I'm going to push you away. I'm going to make you mad. I'm going to pull you back and I'm going to love the shit out of your ass. At least that's what you going to think. Because I got to keep you hanging on. Because you good supply, baby. But now you done pulled all the way back and you done separated. You're not with this person. And you are holding and standing your ground. This person is mad and being petty. They mad at you. You ain't never did that before. Who this? This you? You ain't never just not responded to the phone calls. You ain't never not text back. You ain't never none of that for long periods of time. And then if you do respond, it's them short answers. They ain't never got that before. It's some short responses, 1 or 2, 3 words. You're not really saying much. You're not trying to have a conversation. They feel it's dry. It's like the Sahara Desert. They're not getting no love, no emotion from you. You're not even angry no more. You're not even, you know what I'm saying? You're not trying to argue with them. They saying stuff to trigger you. You're not triggered no more. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like, I see your game. And you don't even say, I see your game. You just deflect and keep it moving and just, it be silence on the phone if you answer the phone. They don't know what to say to you no more to trigger you because their old tactics is not working. They can't be as petty as they would like to be because it's not working. They is mad at you. You hear me? So for the balance card that came out in the reverse, it came out like this. Okay, this is the balance card. Tap that screen for me, you guys. Go ahead and tap that screen. Can I get some red hearts in the chat? Some red emoji hearts if y'all could do that for me? Can I get some red emoji, big hearts in the chat, please? So we got the balance card that came out in the reverse. Let's get some red hearts, some red emoji hearts in the chat. See, like Cheryl got them red hearts up there? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Thank you, Education 5267. That's what I mean. Let's get some red hearts in that chat, please, and thank you. So for the balance card that came out in the reverse, we have the Temperance card. And it also, it came out in the reverse too. Look at here. Hey, Cheryl. The Temperance card came out in the reverse, okay? This person is under pressure. And that pressure is coming from you. And the reason why they're under pressure is because you ain't never behaved like this before, like I just said. They under pressure thinking they about to lose you for real, for real. Like they never thought they would lose you. They never thought that you would pull away like that. That push and pull ain't working. So now they're kind of panicking. It's kind of like, wow, she's not responding. She didn't say what I thought she did. I know what I'll say. I know what I'll do. And the girl's like, I know how to get him. I know how to get him. Watch this. And she's talking to her friends. She go, he sent back a smile emoji. He sent back a laughing emoji. And she going, he never did that before. Usually he say something such. He be talking about come on over. Girl said, I'm tired. I gotta get up in the morning. I'm no longer staying up real late dealing with you. He ain't saying that out of his mouth, but that's what that laughing emoji say. Because he laughing like, you thought she was, nah. You thought I was gonna fall for the old okie doke again. Got your ass. It's not about to happen. Okay? I'm gonna fix you. You're not about to keep playing with my emotions. Can I get another card for balance, please? Because this is not a balance. It was never balanced. You was just love bombing into thinking that this was something wonderful. It was never a balanced relationship because you was doing all the work. You was doing all the giving. You was doing all the investing. You was doing majority of everything. You was carrying this relationship. And I know you tired, which is why you drew your boundary and pulled back. You're exhausted with trying to hold this together all by yourself. I mean, if you're going to be in a relationship with somebody, you feel like we both need to be, equally giving at some point. And yes, it gets imbalanced sometimes in a relationship because sometimes people, you have to remind them that maybe they're not doing like they used to do. Because the old saying said how you get them is how you're supposed to keep them. You know, what you did to get this person interested in you, and then y'all started dating and you were doing all these different things, not just for entertainment, but because this is how you're supposed to have felt for this person. Whatever it was you were doing, taking them out, buying them things, just the type of attention you give that person or whatever it is, the emotional support you give that person or what have you. These are things you need to continue throughout the relationship. And if you can't sit down and talk to that person and let them know where they're falling short without them causing conflict, that ain't your person. I'm going to tell you that now. Can I get another card for balance? Every time I tell you something is bothering me and you start an argument with me, what we doing? Because if I can't talk to you and you're supposed to be the love of my life, then I need to be talking to somebody else. Which is what you're not talking to nobody else right now. You're just not talking to them. And they are mad at you because you used to come to them. They could get you to do that, but you're not doing that no more. You're not doing it no more. You say, I'm done. This person is in their ego. They're going to have to work to get your attention. And even at this point, you kind of see them for who they are, and you can't unsee it. So it's kind of like, I don't know if I want to deal with this again. You know, it's kind of peaceful not having this person around, being all spastic around me all the time, getting on my nerves, starting stuff all the time. Every little movement I make, what you do that for? If you pick up your phone, who you texting, or, what's going on? I want to laugh too. No, you just want to see if I'm doing something. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. So yeah, you kind of like, yeah, I see right now, I see this for what it is. It's not a balanced relationship. It never really was. I was doing a lot of work and you just was doing too much. And I'm just not interested in that anymore. So now you get them, they texting you, they give you these hateful text messages talking about you like your dog. You never did love me. Because how could you just give up on us? And if you do pop back, you say some stuff like, like you did while we was in the relationship and gave up on me? I get so mad at you. I'm telling you, because you just ain't playing no more. You like, yeah, okay, I got you. I got you, big dog. And the dude is saying, what girl is this? I need a card for balance, please, Spirit. Can we get one card for balance? Just one. Yes, sir. Thank you. Oh, I got two. Hold on. So we got now listen here. Hold on. The balance card is in the reverse. Okay. We got the devil. That's who you was dealing with, baby. Woo-hoo. But see, the devil card came out in reverse. The person didn't want you to know that that's who they were. But you know now. But they hid that from you for a very long time. Okay? The devil came out in the reverse. You were free from this person. You're free from the bondage. You're free from, because when you look back at this whole thing, you didn't feel free when you was in that relationship with this person. You did not feel free, okay? You felt trapped, actually, okay? Now you're free, and this person is mad at you, okay? They don't have control over you no more. They lost control over you. You're not doing like you used to, okay? You're free from whatever that bondage is, or whatever the chains was that was holding you to this person is breaking, okay? You're no longer dependent on this person, because at one point you felt like you needed this person, and now you realize you really don't. Okay? And you're overcoming the temptation of being with this person, because possibly this person was good. They fine, they sexy, they all that. You know what I'm saying? Could be that. You probably had a hard time resisting this person. When they was love bombing you and loving you up, boy, you was, your head was spinning. Your head was spinning. They had you, male or female, masculine, feminine, it don't even matter. They were putting it on you. Had you confused, your head spinning, you know what was going on. This show feel good. I'm trying to tell you. Okay, so, and in that respect, when you did that, now you're free. You realize that you sit back and you're going, what was wrong with me? What was wrong with me? Why did I let this person control me like that? Was it that good? Was it? Yeah, man. So you're free now. You overcome the temptation of this person. You're enlightened to their tricks. You know what I'm saying? You're enlightened to and now that you see things about this person, this is what I just heard. Oh, wait. I heard. That's what I heard. Fellas saying it too. Like, And the ladies going, what was wrong with me? Y'all don't even look good no more to me. What was I attracted to? Now that you see this person's insides, and I don't, you see them for who they really are, you're going, nah. Nah, can't be me no more. You're gonna be like, you cannot touch me again. No. You see them later after y'all done broke up after all this time. They still mad at you. They mean mugging you when you see them out on the streets or somewhere in the store or whatever. And you just da-da-da, man or woman, living your life. And then you run into them. And inside, you hold that resting bitch face, but inside you going... You're saying, no. I don't know what was wrong. You get in the car and you leaving from wherever it was where you saw that person you driving home. You're going, what the hell was I thinking? Man, woman now. Okay. So you realize this person was the devil. Okay. You're free. Free from the bondage. Free from the temptation of this person. Free from the magic of this person that they had over you. Because they did. They had the magic stick. They had the magic taco. They had something. Something had you in a chokehold. And you released it. Once you separated, it got easier from there. But it took you a minute because you had to resist the phone calls and the text messages and people coming telling you stuff. You started to cut all that off. You created some boundaries. And when you did that, it started helping you to release these chains that was on your, I don't want to say your soul, but it felt like that person had you, like I said, in a chokehold. That's what they had. They had some kind of power over you some kind of way. But now that you're not with them no more and these chains is loosening in your mind, you see this person for who they are, you're going, never again. I bet I won't. I bet I won't. Okay, so this person, you see them for the devil that they are, and you're free now. And you're overcoming the temptation of being with this person. You're enlightened to the fact that this person wasn't who you thought they were. I heard, I know. What it say? You ain't that, you say you is, right. You figured it out. Exactly. Good for you. Goody. And bad for them. And so my third card for the balance card is the hangman. And the hangman is coming out in the reverse, okay? Hangman in reverse. You know what that means? More enlightenment. It means you're free, okay? You feel like you wasted your time with this person. Put a 1 in the chat if this is resonating with you. You feel like you wasted your time, your precious time, your valuable time that you invested with this person. You feel like this person took you for granted. You feel like that. That's what you feel like. Looking back, you feel like this person didn't deserve you. And you're not saying that in an arrogant way. You're saying that with your good intentions, your good heart, and all this goodness you gave to this person, they ate it up and left you crumbs. Okay? You would never do this to somebody else. You would never do this to somebody else. That's not in your nature. It's not in your heart. You don't, that's not something you do. You don't have intentions like that. But this person did. And this is something that they do. So you're one of many victims. And you're probably figuring this out, that now that you're learning things about stuff that's coming out about this person. Oh, so they always been like this. Now that don't make it hurt any less what they did. But at least you know they didn't just do this to you, that it was just a direct attack against you. So that eases it a little bit. But it doesn't take the pain away of knowing that somebody you love, you cherish, and you really was into, treated you like that. Okay? You would have never did it. You was expecting to get back what you was given, and you didn't get that. You didn't get a quarter of that back. This person didn't even try. Now that you're looking back, you didn't give hardly no effort. So why the hell am I going to answer your text messages or your phone calls now? And why is you mad at me? Oh, you don't like my boundaries. Well, that's just too damn bad. That's just too bad. I mean, if this is what you do, why are you worried about me? That's how I feel. And I think that's how you feel too. Like, so this is what you do? Okay, well, go do what you do. Why is you mad at me? Because what did I do? I put that hurdle up there and you don't run track. Okay, my bad. Can I get a card for change? Just like that. Yes, I can. Got the 9 of Cups in the upright. This is what Spirit said for the change card. Remember the change card? This is supposed to be the transformation. That's right, SB. And welcome in, darling. So the change card is supposed to be a transformation. This relationship was supposed to go to a different level. This is what you thought you was working towards. You thought y'all was building together. You thought these plans that y'all was making were solid plans, and this was something that was going to happen. And this is what you was looking for things to change and transform in a better direction. But that's not what happened. Remember, we had the competition jumped in there on the conflict. This is why y'all were having conflict. Because anytime somebody starts suddenly acting weird on you and they change on you like that, and y'all in a romantic relationship, 9 times out of 10, it's a third party. Okay? They're going to lie to you and tell you it's not. That you're crazy, you're making up things, and they ain't doing nothing different. You didn't see what you saw. You didn't hear what you thought you heard. None of that. They're going to gaslight you, okay? They're going to tell you you tripping. Something got to be wrong with you. So for the change card, first card that came out to clarify that is the 9 of Cups in the upright. With the 9 of Cups in the upright, this card is saying, happy, abundant, excite, satisfied, enjoy, comfortable, healthy, favorable work, good finance, a perfect marriage. Did I not just say this change card was what this relationship was supposed to change for the better, okay? And then we got the 9 of Cups that's confirming that that's exactly what's supposed to have been happening. That's exactly what y'all was working on. That's exactly what you thought, okay? That's exactly what they convinced you y'all was doing, okay? And you believed it because they didn't show you no different until the competition jumped in, okay? But understand they opened the door. This wasn't just no random person, okay? So this happy, abundant, excited, satisfied, all this other stuff, good finances, a perfect marriage. Y'all was, if you didn't get married or y'all was talking about marriage or you were engaged, okay? And this person changed on you because they couldn't take the pressure. Because you taking this relationship to another level, that's pressure. And they couldn't handle that pressure. Okay, so instead of talking to you about how it make them, y'all could have talked about it if they felt pressurized. You could have just pulled back and said, okay, we could just, put it off for 6 more months or something like that. I understand. After y'all talk about it, they didn't even talk to you about it. That pressure, when that pressure got in them pipes, it burst, and they went and they opened the door to a third party. Y'all had a good thing going, so you thought, but this person, like I said, was the devil. I'm trying to tell you. This is something they do. So don't feel as bad as you might be feeling right now or may have felt at one time because you may be over this person. But you got to understand, it wasn't just you. This is what they do. Okay? So the relationship didn't change. They were talking about it, but it didn't change. So we got the 9 of Cups that's confirming that. Okay? And then you got the 4 of Wands in the upright that came in right behind that. With the 4 of Wands in the upright, right now, what you're looking for is peace. That's what you want. Okay? That's what you want right now. Because they put you through it. They took you down through there. Okay? With their antics and their behavior. All the gaslighting, all the lying, the half lies, the white lies, and this and the other, trying to make you feel like you crazy. You starting trouble, triggering you, and then saying you crazy for the way you react. You know what I'm saying? Trust me, it was meticulous. This is what this person does. They knew exactly what they was doing. Okay? They've had a lot of practice. Now, right now, you want peace. I'm going to tell you the change that you was looking for was never going to happen. Okay? Sorry to say. I'm one. Okay? It was never going to happen. You was never going to get it. And I think you knew that. That's why you left. You knew that. You figured it out. And once you made the decision to leave, the Most High said, now I can bless you. Because I didn't want to give you blessings while you was connected to that food. God was like, my child, I got so much for you, but you connected to, I can't give it to you because it's not for that person. It's for you. So I'm going to hold it up. Did you ever feel like when you was with that person, like your finances was never in order and you usually be on top of your money and like you just can't seem to get your finances together, your money, stuff going on with your money, your jobs, problems happening on your job, and your best friends and stuff that you've had for years and stuff, start having problems with them, different areas, there's a lot of conflict coming up because it started with this person. You understand their energy? And when you were connected to this person and tied to this person and bound to this, you had like a, soul tie with this person. God said, I can't bless you the way I want to bless you until you disconnect from this person. You're going to have to leave this person alone. If you was having problems that you didn't have before you met this person, and when you got with them, you start having all kind of weird stuff happening. It's like, what is this? It was their energy. And now that you have closed the door, you set your boundaries, and they over there mad at you or whatever, who cares how they feeling? God said, the Most High said, okay. I'm so glad you did that, child of mine. I'm so glad you did that. Because guess what? I got some stuff for you. Now you can harvest. All that time you put in with that person, all that time you sold and all the good stuff that you did, even though they were bad to you, you were still good to them. You were still showing up for them. You were still supporting them. You were still being there for them. When their car broke down, you was letting them use your car and this, that, the other, and blah, blah, blah. All the stuff that was going on. And you kept on rolling with the punches with this person no matter what they put you through. God said, okay, now that you done let them go, let me give you back what you lost in that relationship. And on top of that, after y'all broke up and you pulled back from this person and you drew your boundaries, you didn't badmouth that person. God saw that too. You didn't go around slandering them, but they slandered you. You better believe it, because they're not about to look like they did anything wrong. They're the victim. Okay? So now that that is done with, you understand what you was working with, which was the devil. Okay? You cut it loose. Now you can move into your blessed place, your happy place. You may start off small. It takes time sometimes for some of us. But you might be in something small, a small place or something like that. And I had an old pastor when I was in church a long time ago, years ago. And one thing he said that I stuck with me, he said, don't despise small beginnings. Don't be tripping because you had to start over with almost nothing or nothing. Don't look down at people. And I'm sure people will probably, this don't apply to everybody, take it as it resonates. When you started over, you didn't have much. And people probably was talking about you. But don't despise small beginnings, because how I'm starting is not how I'm going to end. This is really what it's saying. So you're moving into your blessed place. Your first blessing is coming, is that peace of mind that you've been looking for. Now you gotta get used to what that feels like, because you were so used to the opposite in that world that you was in. Now you got to find your rhythm. You got to find your peace. You got to figure yourself out again. You got to learn yourself all over again. You got to learn what you like, because everything you did was for that person. You liked what they liked. You did what they wanted to do. It was never about you. It was always about them. So now you got to learn yourself all over again. You got to figure out what you like, what you want to do. You got to decompress. You got to sit down sometimes. You don't want to go nowhere. You don't want to be around people half the time. And it's not that you're being antisociable, but you are in the same sense, because at this point, you're trying to regulate your nervous system from what this person did to you. Now you're realizing that you got different things going. Not everybody now. This don't apply to everybody. You might have some health issues now. Your blood pressure may be shooting up to the sky. It may be all kind of stuff going on. Your mind might be racing. You might need to see a therapist, and that's okay. If that's what you need to do to get yourself together, do what you got to do. But one thing you do know through all of this is that you ain't never going back. I promise you, never ever. So they can be mad all they want to. You done blocked them. They can't get their messages through. So you're not seeing the messages. You block them on social media. Everything that you think you can block them on, you done block them. You're not trying to hear from their family. You're not trying to hear from their friends. You cutting out everything about that life, that past life that was connected to it, you cutting it off. Okay? And the reason you're doing this is because in order to do this, that's the only way you're really going to heal. Okay? You don't need the distractions. You don't need a reminder of the past. Okay? You don't need a reminder of the past. Because what you remembering. Because when you think about it, you're thinking about it and you're going, damn, I cried more than I laughed. I was hurt a lot. He didn't care nothing about how I felt. Man, she always think I'm supposed to buy her something. All she wanted was my money. Come on now. It go both ways. I'm not going to leave the fellas out. It's the same thing. So it's people getting used on both sides. And that's exactly what happened to some of y'all. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy because you felt like you could even talk to this person. You had already in the beginning, when you felt comfortable with this person, your guards was down, you told them a lot of your personal information. Guess what? They used all of that against you. And when you left, they did a smear campaign and told all your business. Because they were being petty. If you remember earlier in the beginning of the reading, I said this person is petty. It's exactly what they did. Because they're not going to look like they're the villain. You are. So for the change card, we got the 9 of Cups that is confirming that this was supposed to have been a transforming type of relationship for the better that didn't happen. And then you got the 4 of Wands that came out that says that now that you have disconnected from this person and cut off all contact, that you're going to enter into a period of peace and blessings and harmony, okay, and harvest and improvement. That's what's coming your way, okay? You may already be in that. You may be on the front end of it, or you may be in the middle of that. But this is a result of you cutting people off that don't mean you no good, especially this person that you was in a relationship. This person was supposed to care for you. This person was supposed to love you correctly. This person was supposed to be there for you. They're supposed to provide emotional support for you. This person was supposed to do a lot of things, and they did not do that. Exactly, SB. Let them think what they want to think. Let them say what they want to say. This person right now is probably doing smear campaigns on a lot of y'all because they mad. Okay? And don't let them see you with somebody else. They're going to know you healed. They're going to be mad. They're going to be even madder. Because at that point, they see you with somebody else. If you talking to somebody else, don't let nobody know what you're doing. Let your right hand know what your left is doing. Ain't nobody's business who you seeing, who you talking to, who you texting on the phone. Don't tell nobody. Don't tell your family. Don't tell your friends. Because somebody going to tell it. These people don't need to know what you're doing. Now you need to move in silence. Okay? It's not their business. Because they're going to try to sabotage whatever you got going on. I'm going to tell you that now. They already did that. They already did that by doing the smear campaign. They done went to your friends, their family, your family, any friends y'all got in common, and they talked about you like a dog. I'm going to tell you that now. That's exactly what they did. So if anybody start acting weird after y'all broke up, that's why. Okay? So for the change card, again, we got the 4 of Cups in the reverse. Okay, let me show you. Tap that screen, y'all. If you're in here and you haven't tapped that screen yet, go ahead and subscribe to the page, please, if you will. Please and thank you. So the 4 cups is coming out to clarify the change card as well, okay? You're motivated right now, okay? When I say you're starting over, if you're starting off small, I'm gonna turn this card in the upright so you can see something. On this card, you see 3 cups at the bottom and 1 cup being handed to that person sitting up under the tree. This person is sitting up under the tree contemplating, thinking about their life after breaking up with this person, or they breaking up with you, however it went, okay? And they're sitting up under the tree thinking and probably praying and meditating or whatever. They're contemplating, okay? So 3 cups is in the distance, they're unreachable. You got this 1 cup. This is starting over, okay? Starting small with that 1 cup. The 3 other cups in the foreground is to let you know that this is going to be your progression, okay? So you start with 1 cup that's being handed to you, working with what you got, okay? Starting over. The other 3 in the foreground is to let you know that there's progression from 1 cup to 2 cups to 3 cups to 4, and then it keeps going, okay? But this card came out in the reverse. And right now you're moving in silence, like I said. I'll show you something. The first word on this card, I don't know if it's showing it in reverse. It probably is, but you can't see it. It's blurry. That first word is silence. Now, before that card dropped, I said move in silence. Did you not hear me? That put another 1 in the chat if you heard me say silence. Move in silence. This card dropped. Just you're moving in silence and you're being silent to this person. This person is distraught because they feel they never thought you would leave. They never thought you would stay away. However y'all broke up. Okay. They never thought you would do that. They're depressed right now. And you have some, or if I don't know if you're working through it now, you had it, you overcame it, but some of y'all are dealing with depression behind this, okay? This person had you doubting yourself. This person had you not loving yourself or feeling, you were insecure behind this person, okay? That's what it was. You was insecure about it. This person worked on your insecurities, or they tried to make you feel insecure. And this is what they were doing to try to break you down. Because you had too much, they looked at you as too strong. And if you're too strong, you're not controllable. So they tried to break you down. You understand what I'm saying? So right now, you're giving them silence. And you're moving in silence. That's what you should be doing. Okay? Right now, a lot of you are healing. So you've withdrawn, which is what you should be doing. Kind of isolate yourself, because you really need to work on yourself right now. We all do. We all, and all of us that have been going through different things, not necessarily relationship, is so much going on. But it's when in this particular instance with this spread, this is a relationship. So those of you that have been treated like this in relationships and y'all are not together no more, they could have done a number of you so bad, you know what I'm saying, that you are experiencing some type of depression. You do feel withdrawn right now. Yeah, I know you're tired and exhausted. I know that. So you kind of pull back. You're probably not going out as much as you used to, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes it's needed to get yourself together to kind of isolate, because you probably feel overwhelmed and you don't need no other energies around you right now pulling at you. So you're probably isolating at this point. But that person has resentment towards you. I'm going to tell you that. They do. They resent you for pulling away. And they resent the fact that when you pulled away, you're not dependent on them anymore and you're doing just fine without them. They hate that. If you were an extrovert or extrovert before, you're becoming more of an introvert at this point because you're trying to protect yourself, okay? And that's totally normal. But I will say this, after you heal and get yourself together, come back brand new, get out the house, go to the park, get some sun, do something, take yourself out to eat, go get your hair done. If you're a female, go get your hair done, go get your nails done, go buy you some clothes, go buy you some shoes, go buy you some sandals, if you're a male or a masculine energy, if you like getting your hair cut and you stop doing all that and keeping yourself up and smelling good and looking good and all these different things that you used to do before you met this person and they got in your head, go back to doing that. Take care of yourself. You know what I'm saying? Get your confidence back, get your swag back, whatever it is that you need to do. Okay? We clarifying harvest now, because y'all was supposed to be reaping in this relationship. You're supposed to be reaping some good things, and that did not happen, okay? This person sabotaged this relationship and became a runner on purpose because they gave in to their sacral chakra. That's what they did. They gave in to that, which is something that they do all the time. This is a problem for them. So I'm trying to tell you, you understand that it wasn't just you. This is their problem. So they can only fake the funk for so long. You know what I'm saying? They can only pretend to be who you want to be for so long. But to understand, some of y'all was targeted. I'm going to tell you that. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. You were targeted. They watched you first. Before they came in. That's what they did. Yeah. Hold on. Okay. Yep. That's what they did. Can I get a card for harvest, please? And then there's something I want to tell y'all about this spread too. That's just dropped in my spirit. I'm going to tell you in a minute, but let me get this harvest. Can I get a card for harvest, please, Spirit? Hold on, maybe I need to shuffle. Hold on. Don't worry, I'm not going to forget. I'll tell you. Let's see what God got to say. Can I get a card for harvest, please? Woo! Not all of them. Jesus. Sorry, my phone is moving. I'll fix it in a minute. Oh, well, we got a card for harvest, okay? So the harvest card is where I was saying that this relationship was supposed to be something so wonderful. It was supposed to have evolved and become better than what it was. You guys have been talking about it and everything, right? You're supposed to reap everything that you had sown into this, which is what you thought y'all was working towards. And the card that came out to clarify that is Judgment in reverse. Judgment is in the building. Here you go. Judgment in reverse. There was a delay in this relationship to getting to where you thought y'all were heading, and it was because of this third party. Okay. This is what came and got in the way with the Judgment card. Your person was very hesitant to continue to move in that direction. This is what Judgment is saying. And you received some unwanted changes that went in the opposite direction of where y'all thought y'all was going. Okay. After a while, with so many different things that was going on and so much conflict between y'all, that you started feeling like the relationship had a lack of purpose. Like, what's the point? You started feeling like that because you're trying so hard and nothing's happening. It's like it's going backwards. And that's how you felt. But see, some of y'all, not all of y'all, take it as a resonate. You refuse to let go, even though you saw the signs. You stayed too long. Okay? This gave that person the idea that they had you like that. And they continued to do even worse than what they were doing because they felt like you would never leave. You would never let go. And that's what your problem was at some point. And I'm not talking about everybody now. So take this as it resonates. You didn't want to let go. You refused to at first because you felt like y'all had too much time in it. You felt like you had, invested too much. It was, y'all had so much going on together and you just refused to let go. It's like, I'm not about to. But then when you did, it flipped. The energy flipped. When you finally did let go after you saw things for what it was, instead of you feeling like, I don't want to let go because of all this time I put in, it's this person now. That's how they feel. Like, how could you let go? All this time we put in. You see how it flipped? That's how that energy be. That's how they feel. You were disillusioned in this relationship. Like I said, they bamboozled you guys, not everybody. So take it as a resonate. Don't get mad at me. I'm just a messenger. Some of y'all was disillusioned and you suffered some losses in this relationship. And for a few of you guys, it was self-inflicted because you saw it, you knew, and you stayed. Therefore, you suffered longer than you had to. Okay? And I get it because we be feeling like we really love somebody. We really be invested. We be really loyal. We be really, loving somebody. But listen, it gets something. This was your lesson. What did you learn? What did you learn? What did you learn? What did this person teach you? It taught you how to love yourself. It taught you to say no. Taught you to protect yourself. Like I said earlier, Muhammad Ali said, protect yourself at all times. That's what you're doing now. Then we got the King of Pentacles in the reverse. It's clarifying the Harvest card. Okay. On top of Judgment in the reverse. And some of y'all feeling like you made a mistake being with this person. You feeling like you had bad judgment when it came to this person, that you didn't see them for who they were. Some of y'all felt, I'm going to tell you right now, it said on this card, stupidity. Some of y'all feel stupid, but no, you are not stupid. You just was trusting, you was trying to give somebody the benefit of the doubt. That's what you were doing. You tried. You gave it your all. And then when things broke bad and you knew what was going on, you refused to leave because you wanted to continue to try, because you saw that little glimmer of possible goodness in this person. You felt like, there it is. That's what I want to work on. No, baby, that was the hook. Reeling you in. That's what it was. Trust me, I know. Hold on. Oh, I didn't want to fall. It does. Hold on. Okay. We almost done, y'all. I need one more card and we done. Okay? Tap that screen if you haven't tapped it. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel, please, if you would. Share this video. I hope this video has really been helpful to you guys and you're getting something out of it. Y'all let me know if you have been. This may give you some insight. If this is your story, let me know that too. So it really is all fake. Finding wisdom is helpful. What's fake, darling? What you talking about? Tell me what you're talking about. Can I get a card for the Harvest card, please? Harvest in the upright. I just need one card, please. Love is not fake, darling. People can be. As I say, yeah, there's too many people who wants to fuck with the mind when it comes to love. Yeah, there's a lot of people that do that. That's why you gotta use your judgment. You gotta be real discerning. Because there's a lot of people out here that is taking advantage of people and they don't really love folks like they say. There's a lot of people out there like that, and I hate that for a lot of good people that really want real true love. You know what I'm saying? The collective is chosen, okay? The collective, the good-hearted people, the good-natured people, the ones that put love above anything else, we have to learn how to not be so vulnerable. We have to learn that, and that may be a big part of the issues for a lot of us, is being so vulnerable, because we are love, and we want love, we're giving love, and we think love is going to have somebody giving love back to us, and it don't work like that. When people block your love, SB, as the Bible says, you shake the dust from your feet on them and you walk away. No, you should not give up. Love is what raises the vibration of this planet. They would love for us to give up. We're not going to give up. We're just not going to throw our pearls before swine. That's not what we're going to do. We're only going to give it to people that deserve it. That's what's going to happen. That need it. That need it to the point to where, you know, it helps to bring them up. It raises their vibration. That they're in more of a positive energy than a negative energy. Not these energy vampires that's out here. That's what we're running into. That's what's happening. But God brought third parties to block the love? No, I don't think God brought third parties to block love. I think people succumb to their own, the dark side of themselves. See, with people, we have dark and light in us, okay? We have to choose. Some people give in to the dark, and some people go towards the light. Some are divine and some are not. And when they make the decision to stay in the dark or go towards the dark, that is when love gets blocked, because love is not going to enter into the dark. We have to learn not to go into the dark and try to pull people out of the dark with the love that God has given us, because a lot of times it's a trap, okay? And then sometimes you don't even go into the dark. They'll come out the dark for you because they're attracted to the light like a moth to the flame. That's how it works. They're attracted to the light. A city that's set on the hill cannot be hidden. So if you're the city and you're the hill and you're the light and everything is darkness, everything is coming towards you. So what we do is fortify ourselves. We're not being loved less. We're just loving less. Understand? Don't feel bad. It's not no all doom and gloom. And they are somehow allowed to waste people's time. Yeah. That's why I say we have to do this. I can put the blame on the next dark person any day of the week, but it's really ultimately up to us to not allow people to waste our time. Final messages, and we are done. I have to stay calm. Did you say SB? Being around mentally sick people. It's a lot of that going on, darling. Right now, today is the last day of the Mercury retrograde, okay? So if you've been experiencing a lot of heaviness and a lot of different things and conflict going on, that's one of the reasons why, okay? Another reason why a lot of us is experiencing a lot of conflict, the divine is experiencing, the collective is experiencing different issues that may seem like it's escalating, is because things is escalating worldwide. And this is a balancing of the energies that's happening right now that has to happen. There's light, there's dark, there's a left, there's a right, there's a up, there's a down. Things have to change. And the reason they're changing right now is because a lot of things are being phased out. You heard of the 3D and the 5D and in the new world and all that, different things is going on. It's actually happening right now. So people are scrambling. A lot of the people that are in the dark. That's why you start to see a lot of crazy stuff in the news about these celebrities and all the stuff that's going on. You gotta understand what's happening and what's taking place. But don't rack your brain about everything that's going on. Just know what you're supposed to be doing, what the calling is on your life, and where you're supposed to be, so that you can help lift the vibration of this planet and move along with the rest of the collective into the direction they're supposed to be in. So I asked for final messages, and the Hierophant in the reverse came out. So y'all heard what I was just talking about, right? How things is going on. Yes, you are, SB. So I was talking about how different things is happening, the shift that's taking place, being able to discern what's going on, looking at things in more of a spiritual way versus black and white, like it's presented, because it's not black and white, okay? There's a lot of stubbornness. This is the Hierophant, I'm sorry. Let me show you. This is the Hierophant in reverse. Yeah. There is a lot of stubbornness. People they have an unorthodox approach right now to connecting with people, whether it's romantic, platonic, or whatever it is, okay? When I say unorthodox, it's things that it's not normal, okay? You're going to be dealing with a lot of selfishness that's getting ready to start escalating. People are going to be doing things, and they're going to be doing it against people that don't deserve it, like a lot of us, a lot of the collective. They're going to attempt a lot of that, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be a lot of that escalating worldwide. You're going to see more people into materialism than ever before, trying to hoard, and a lot of that's going to be going on because a lot of people are going to start feeling more void and empty, okay? Because this is spiritual. This world it's got to change, okay? And so no longer the material things is going to satisfy the collective like it, like they seem like they are satisfied with. So it's going to be a lot of hoarding, a lot of that going on, okay? And they think that the void that's going to be within them, they can fill it with luxury and riches and this and this and this and this and whatever. These people are probably going to end up lost, okay? This is not the collective, okay? So you're about to see a lot of this happening, okay? A lot of this is about to start happening, okay? People are going to be, it's going to be a lot of extremism when it comes to religion. This is what I'm getting just from the card, okay? I'm just a messenger. This is the Hierophant in reverse. People's perspective on life is going to be skewed and distorted, okay? There's going to be a lot of misinformation out here. Now, we got AI right now, so it's already a trip where you can't tell what's real and what's fake. So get ready for that to escalate. So it's going to be a lot going on. But this is what the Hierophant in reverse is telling me. Spirit said that's a yes. Oh, shit. Okay. There's going to be a lot of people out here trying to deceive people, especially the collective. They're going to be trying to deceive the collective, okay? They're with the tricks. Any other parting messages? Now, it sounds like a warning that I'm hearing. I don't know. Spirit may be down. I'm not getting nothing else. Hold on. Spirit, do you have any other parting messages at this time? You only gave me one card. Do you have anything else? Because I'm about to go to bed. Spirit, do you have anything else? Any parting messages? Yes. Beautiful. Let's see. No, this is in the reverse. Oh my God. So this card is to say that what happened in this relationship and this spread is not going to be abnormal. This is going to be something that's going to be normal for a lot of relationships because some people are just not going to heed the red flags. So the collective really needs to be on point, okay? This is the 10 of Cups in the reverse. Okay. So in the upright, it's supposed to be divine love and harmony, right? Blissful relationships, alignment, inner happiness, fulfillment, dreams come true, family contentment, total love and support. But this came out in the reverse. So in the reverse, it's shattered dreams, broken family, domestic disharmony, disconnection, misaligned values, and struggling relationships. Okay. I was just telling you that things are going to escalate. I just said that. Y'all remember me saying that? Y'all remember that, right? You heard me say it? Tell me yes if you heard me say that this is what's about to happen. Yep. And then I get this card, which is the 10 of Cups in the reverse, that's confirming exactly what I just said. So this is just to confirm that it is time for the collective to raise their vibration even higher than before. Pay attention to what's going on. Do meditate if you meditate. If you pray. Whatever it is that you do, that's positive and it's of good energy. That's what you need to do. Okay, you need to cleanse your space. Some of y'all need to take a spiritual bath. Some of y'all need to burn some sage or whatever it is. Some of y'all need to burn some Palo Santo if you got it. If you ain't never did it before, you might want to go ahead and invest in that. Get you some incense. You need to, get you some hyssop. Put that in the house as well. It's some stuff that you need to get, or it's some things that you need to do. You need to reevaluate the connections that you're currently in with other people that are platonic or family wise, and you need to get things in order. And I'm not saying that like, oh, Jesus is coming back. That's not what I'm saying. Because what I am saying is that when things escalate, you need to know where people stand. You need to place people where they need to be when this escalation happens, so that you know where you are as opposed to everybody else, because you don't need no distractions. I'll tell you that right now. You're going to need to focus. Definitely mental health is going to be one of those biggies. Okay. I'm seeing it escalate a lot of times. Just what's happening. People are having mental breaks. They're not in their right minds when they do certain things. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, that's because they're having some mental issues or whatever it is. And it's some of this is sudden. You would never, just kind of sneak up on people. It's not something that you can say, oh, I saw that coming. No, this is some sudden stuff, People are having mental breaks. I watched the old Johnny Depp movie. It's an older movie of his where he lost his mind, and it was the craziest. I cannot think of the Eternal Sunshine or something weird. I don't know what that was, but he had a mental break, and they were showing how he viewed the world when he had that mental break, and it was so weird because it was like he didn't see things like everybody else did. Once he lost his mind, everything was different for him. Yep. Okay. So this is the end of the reading at this time. Okay. This is the end of the reading. I hope that you enjoyed this reading, or you got some insight out of this reading. And I hope that it was something that revealed some things for you. If it resonated with you, let me know. If it resonated with you, just put that in the comments that it did resonate, or that it helped you in some type of way. If it didn't, then this may not be your reading. You may have just found it interesting. That's okay too. And all as well as what you feeling that is just what's interesting to you. There was a lot of information in the spread, a lot of different things going on in the spread. But Spirit did give some parting wisdom, which is awesome, because I asked for some, final messages. I put in the description box, in the description box for this particular live, I have all my information in there for those that have been asking. You got the CashApp, the Venmo, the PayPal, and I think I got my Amazon wish list in there as well. This is something somebody told me to do from one of my last readings in the chat. They were like, do you have this? Do you have that? I didn't have Venmo. I didn't have PayPal. I had CashApp. And I didn't know you could share your wish list. I didn't know how to do that. I figured it out. Anyway, it's in the description box on this video. What else? Tomorrow is Friday. I will do some shorts tomorrow. I don't know if I'm going to do a live tomorrow or not. I may. If I do, it's going to be around between after 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Times, okay? Yep, that's what's going to happen. Based on what? Based on the dates, lies, and faulty foundations. This system. Yeah, pretty much. SB, I haven't opened up for personals, darling. Like taking questions. I haven't opened up for that just yet. If you want, I said this before and I'm gonna say it again. Yeah, forgive me, I'm tired. I have all those things that set up, the Venmo and the PayPal and all that. What I don't have set up is the pricing tier for the questions just yet, because I don't want them to be expensive. I don't want to, I'm not trying to rip nobody off. I am trying to help, but I haven't decided on any of that just yet. Okay. Um, I want to do a one question thingy, but I gotta get the email together. I have an email that I'm questioning whether I want to use that email or not. I really want to do the website. That's what I want to do. But I may do like a one question thing. Let me over this weekend check things out and see if I want to go ahead and do that and use this email address that I do have. That way you can drop your question, your one question, and send it to me in an email. That's how you do it. If you want a verbal over the phone answer, I would have to set up another line to do that. It's not really that hard to do if that's what you're wanting to do. Otherwise, I will send back the assessment via email. We can do it that way. But if you want to do the verbal, it's like, you feel like that's something that you would feel better having it verbally. You can do it over the phone. Let me get the phone number set up, okay? I'll get the phone number set up, then we can go ahead and do that, okay? And we can do a verbal. And once I get that set up, I'll let you guys know that I have the number, and that'll be the number that I will be putting in the description box. But I won't put it in this description box. I will only be giving it to you if you email me with your question, and I receive the payment. Okay, and that's how it's going to work for now until I can think of something else. Because right now I'm doing the readings. We are building up the subscriptions at this time because I want to break off into members at some point and have different tiers in the membership with different perks. That's what I'd like to do. I want to have some giveaways. I want to do all that. That's what I want to do. All right. So if you don't have any other questions, this is the end of the reading. I appreciate you guys coming and kicking it with your girl tonight and staying as long as you did. I appreciate that so very much. And participating in the chats with everyone else. I appreciate you guys so very much. I love you guys. And we will come back tomorrow. I will do some shorts tomorrow. I'm really undecided about whether or not I want to do a live. I need to get some sleep. So, and not just tonight. I'm just saying I need to get some sleep. So tomorrow night, I don't know. I might do it late because it's the weekend, so we might be back here tomorrow and just do another live as well as I'll probably do the shorts first and then do the live. How about that? Okay. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys go, and you all have a good night. Okay. Peace, love, and light. Thank you guys. Bye.